Hi, I'm Amy. So I'm going to talk to you, person to person here about how manifesting can play out in your life, the manifesting process. Um, as with every new experience that you have, there's an entirely new set of challenges and issues that you didn't have before. So when you start to become a deliberate manifester, you can run into these new challenges, problems, if you want to call them that you didn't have before. Like if you didn't know about manifesting, you didn't know that you needed to let go and detach and be okay without it happening. And now you know that, and oh, well, how do you do that? Oh, now it's a problem that I don't know how to do it. So there's nothing wrong with experiencing, becoming a deliberate creator, a deliberate manifester, and experiencing these challenges. They're new challenges. It doesn't mean anything's gone wrong with your manifesting process. It doesn't mean you're like screwing it up or anything like that. What it means though is you want to get a system, a method down for you that works really well. So again, the basic elements are know what you want, your desire, clearly know what you want. That means you know what you want and why you want it, not the how, the when, or the where, because the how, the when, and the where are the universe's domain, because that's orchestration. So what you want, why you want it, that's what you figure out, that's what you get clear about. The second thing is you believe it's possible. You don't have to believe it's definitely, absolutely, without fail, going to happen. You just have to know it exists, it's possible, it can happen for you, and that's it. Believe it's possible. Then the next thing is you want to deal with resistance. What in the world is resistance? Well, resistance comes up when you activate a desire. As soon as you say, ooh, I want that, all the ideas in your system that contradict it, that say you can't have that, you don't deserve that, you're not going to receive that, they come up with it. It's totally normal. It's part of the process. So you want to have a method in place for yourself, and you can have 10 ways, you can have different techniques. I have a ton in my toolbox, and I, use them for different people at different times in their lives, including myself. You just want to know that resistance is not something that's going to prevent you from getting what you want. It's just, what do you do when it comes up? How do you deal with it? The way I always deal with resistance is I let it be there. Does this mean the first second I have resistance that I realize I need to let it be there? No, sometimes I don't catch it for 2 or 3 hours. Sometimes I catch it in 1 minute. Sometimes 3 days later, I'm like, oh, I'm not allowing my resistance. So, but I know what to do. So no matter what, I'm not afraid of resistance in my life. If resistance comes up, I have a plan of action. I will acknowledge that I have it. It's totally okay. I will give myself permission to have it. I will allow it to be there. And I will basically sit with the feeling. If you sit with the feeling, you will stop reacting to it. The more you stop reacting to it, the less likely that particular resistance will come up again. And you can also ask the universe for solutions at that point. I do recommend asking the universe for solutions, because if you already had the solution, you probably wouldn't be in resistance. So you know what you want, the what and the why. You believe it's possible. You have a way to deal with resistance. And here's something really interesting. I don't think I've really said it clearly, in this particular process, but in the process of allowing, you have to allow your current reality to be as it is. That means you don't fight against your current reality. You don't use your desired end result to feel better in your current reality. And a lot of people do this. So I want to say this as clearly as possible. When they say feel good now, they don't mean feel good now because you believe you're going to get your desire. That's not it. Feel good now, whether you get your desire or not, because now is perfectly fine the way it is. That doesn't mean you like everything about your right now. That means it's fine the way it is. So if you're in resistance, that's fine. If you have doubt, that's fine. If your circumstances are telling you you're not going to get what you want, that's fine. You're allowed to have a negative reaction to that. You're allowed to have a negative experience of that. It's saying it's not fine, it needs to change, that actually locks you into that resistance and won't allow the change and can slow down your manifesting. So if you know your what and your why, and you have clarity about your desire, then you believe it's possible in general for yourself or for life, then you can deal with resistance as it comes up, and it will. So just be prepared for it. And you may have resistance up until the moment it manifests. I've had tons of people, including myself, be like, I just got so worked up about it, and then I was like, screw it, and then like 3 seconds later it happened. You may drop resistance and you're totally fine and have peace of mind for a month before it happens. You don't know when, because when, the where, and the how are part of, let's put 4 fingers up, and it's really 3. The when, the where, and the how are part of the universal orchestration. So even when people say, like, you get into alignment and then it happens, when, yes, it does happen after you're in alignment, but you don't know when after you're in alignment. It might happen instantly, it might not. So just be aware of that. So I just kind of want to put this out there to let you know, like, there are new problems that come up in manifesting, like, I'm not doing the steps right, and I shouldn't do this, and I shouldn't do that. Drop all of that as best you can and just focus on the main elements. Resistance is fine. Allowing, not liking your reality as it is fine, as long as you accept that you don't like it as it is. It's accepting, allowing everything to be as it is, because it's an all-inclusive universe. So anyway, I just want to put this out there. You will run into a place where you have new problems as a manifestor that you didn't have before. Nothing wrong with it. Most people run into it, and they can be easily solved by understanding that it's just because you're doing something new, that's all. So I hope this helps. Happy manifesting, and have a very wonderful day.